Manical delusion. This is something which I hold very close to me, right? This is something I've based like my entire work ethic and the way I function in life off of. And I feel like anyone who is not leveraging this and has not understood the concept of this is going to be stuck at whatever stage of life they are at for a long time until they actually end up discovering this. All the greats, right? All the greats: Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, everyone refers to them while talking about maniacal sense of delusion. Now what do I even mean by that? So before anything, right, before anything, I think this video might even change your entire life. Now why do I say that, right? I would want to go into a personal story for that, right? So in I'm currently in 11th grade, right? 11th grade has just started for me, and close to the September, right, midterm or half yearly of finals, oh sorry, of ninth grade was there, and I had this senior in school, Shivansh Pokharia, right? And he was a guy, like he was the famous kid at school, I would say, right? Awesome physique. He used to make cha-ching, right? Awesome physique. By that I mean like crazy physique, right? He was super lean, like crazy physique as well. And I'm glazing him because he, like whatever I am, he was the starting point of that. Not because he put in the efforts for my side, he gave me opportunities, not at all, right? I was the one doing that. But that initial thought, or that initial uh, unlocking that delusion I had in myself, he did it for me and I'm sure he has no clue about it, right? He has zero clue about it. So I texted him one day for fitness advice, right? I had a friend who was skinny fat, and he was like, "Bro, I'm taking advice from him. He's giving me a meal plan. I'm doing this and that." I'm like, "Dang, man, I've played volleyball with that guy once, and he's like pretty cool. Let me go text him, right?" I always had this innate habit of texting, cold DMing people, right? Which has helped me out in even cracking Prakhar Gupta, Tanmay Bhatt, all those guys, right? And so I texted him. We hopped on a Zoom call. We talked about my physique, how I want to do boxing. He was an MMA god, by the way. He's super dope at MMA. He was making some money because of MMA as well. And pretty cool guy. He gave me a split. I used to send him videos of myself boxing. He used to tell me what I was doing wrong and everything. We fixed it, and like a month or so later, I was just talking to my girlfriend about it, right? That how visualizations of my goals, like Samanyu Coats ke kya goals hai, right? What does Samanyu Coats want? Shivansh Pokharia was the visualization of that, right? So I'm glazing him a lot, right? To glaze another guy, it's like he needs to be really dope for you to do that, right? I was glazing him a lot, and then I just wondered, can I do that? So basically, the reason I was glazing him was because he had a good physique. Of course, I would glaze that, right? And he had a community of guys who would come to him asking him for advice, and I just, I always wanted that. Like that was just like one of the up the goals which are just up there, right? Just up there. And now I have a Discord community of like 60 to 80 people, I guess. I haven't checked the exact number, which ask me questions every day. They come to me for advice. I get like 3 to 4 WhatsApp DMs every day, I guess, asking me, "Hey, someone new. Hey, Sam, where should I go next? What should I do?" And all this changed. Like, I am talking to you about maybe 1 year ago. I talked to my girlfriend about this 1 year ago. So when I was talking to her about it, I was just sitting alone later, right? And I just wondered if someone knew coach को क्या करना पड़ेगा to reach that, right? Of course, I didn't want to be a fitness coach. I didn't have anything of that sort in mind, that I want to be a fitness coach. I want to be exactly like Shivansh Pagaria, nothing of that sort, right? So I was just wondering how can someone को मतलब someone को उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा, like चाहे मैं किसी भी, I just knew that I would need to take one skill and be godly at it to make that stuff happen for me, right? And I was just wondering, right? I was just wondering what would I need to do, and that is where this maniacal sense of delusion just clicked just clicked and played the most important part ever. Most important part ever. Okay, I've worked with multiple founders. I've worked with Prakhar Gupta. I've hopped on multiple calls with Tanvi Bhatt, and I'm 15. Okay, I'm 15. This maniacal sense of delusion played such a deep role, you won't even realize how much you're missing out on if you haven't unlocked this thing in your mind, right? Now, what do I even mean by delusion, right? Delusion is like delulu, it's like looked at it such a negative sense. And if you have been on the internet lately, people have been overusing the term delusion so much. I'll see so many reels about be narcissistic, you should hate on others. Like that's not even the entire, that's like people completely misinterpret it, overuse it, and they have zero idea what they're talking about, right? So what do I mean by delusion? If you were someone who has constantly failed at life, you have nothing to show for, right? Imagine you're at 10th grade, you're 21 years old, right? Imagine you're 35 years old. You've just gone down the conventional path, तुमने सारी classes pass कर ली. You haven't done anything exceptional, you've not won any Olympiads, you've not gotten a like insane college, right? You don't have an insane job, you're not earning like 50 LPA, you're not making that much money, right? It's hard to convince yourself that you're going to be able to achieve something once situation does end up like that, right? For me, till ninth grade, I don't think I've achieved. I didn't achieve anything up until that point. Nothing at all. I had started a lot of things and I just didn't finish them. And I just thought that was me. Like someone got so ऐसे ये health ही start करता है और 6 महीने बाद छोड़ देता है. I just thought that was me, right? And then after that Shivansh thing happened, I was like, he's just a dude, right? I mean, of course he's not. I mean, I'm sure he's not God gifted कि ऐसे बन गया. तो मुझे क्या ही करना पड़ेगा, मतलब it's like what do I even have to do to reach until up until that point, right? So what do I even have to do to reach that point, right? I was just running the horses of my mind, right? And I realized that मैंने उस टाइम तक कुछ अचीव ही नहीं करा था. आई हैड नॉट वन एट ओलम्पियाड्स. हर पीटीएम मेरी ऐसी जाती थी कि ही हैज़ सो मच पोटेंशियल, ही हैज़ सो मच पोटेंशियल, ही इज़ जस्ट नॉट एबल टू डू इट येट. लाइक ओ माई गॉड, आई कांट टेल यू द अमाउंट ऑफ पीटीएम्स जिनके बाद में बस यही बात हुई है कि समवन यू कॉज हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ पोटेंशियल, बट ये कुछ कर नहीं रहा है फॉर सम रीज़न, बस यही होता था. आई वॉज रियली गुड एट स्केटिंग, आई थॉट, बट आई जस्ट डिडंट परस्यू इट. And I got good, pretty decent at basketball, and I didn't pursue that as well. And then I started this podcast, but I just had quit after like 7 episodes. And like बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी जो मैंने start करी थी, and I failed. And even after this, I had unlocked this maniacal delusion thing. I had started a social media marketing agency which failed, right? That was with Shivansh, by the way. Okay, which did not actually end up doing completely dope, right? So how, what was delusion? When did it come in my life, right? So I just believed it was, I mean, it was of course super hard for me to believe कि if I do end up starting something, I will end up completing it, and I will achieve whatever I have planned, right? सो इफ़ यू आर इन सच अ प्लेस, एंड अगर तुमने कर भी रखा है ना, या यू आर अ स्ट्रेट ए स्टूडेंट, जो भी है तुम्हारा, यू स्टिल नीड टू अनलॉक दिस, ओके, आइदर वे. सो delusion, right? Just having that belief in yourself कि even if all the odds are stacked against you, you are going to win, राइट. इफ़ अगर मुझे अपने घर से बाहर निकाल दिया, मेरा लैपटॉप ले लिया, मेरे से वाईफाई ले लिया, मेरे से एआई का एक्सेस ले लिया, मेरे से फ़ोन ले लिया, एंड आई एम होमलेस, आई स्टिल नो आई एम गोइंग टू एब्सोल्युटली स्मैश इट at life. I'm going to absolutely win at life. I'm going to fucking kill my competition. Not like, but like I'm going to fucking dominate. I know that. And like having that belief is hard when you have no prior you know, things telling you that, huh, yeah, of course. इवन फॉर मी टू हैव दिस यू नो बिलीफ, थोड़ा सा टाइम लगा था, स्टार्टिंग में नहीं आया था मैन। जब मैं 9th की बात बता रहा हूँ उस टाइम पे नहीं आया था। आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स मैनाइकल डिल्यूजन थोड़ा सा उस टाइम पे क्लॉक हुआ था कि या ही इज़ अ ह्यूमन, व्हाई कांट आई डू इट टू यू, राइट। सेल्फ बिलीफ उस टाइम पे आ गया था। बट यू नो आफ्टर आई cracked a few deals, convinced a few people, hopped on a few sales calls with, you know, all the crazy guys I talked about, that is when this got fucking unlocked for me. That is when I was like, whoa, सामान्य कॉट्स बहुत गांड फाड़ आदमी है इज, oh, I'm sorry about the language, but that is when it genuinely happened, and it's hard to get that belief in yourself. Just need to unlock that, right? No matter who you see, ठीक है, imagine you want to be the next Kobe Bryant from India, right? NBA, having that insane delusion कि no matter what your competition is, no matter how the odds are stacked against you. By that I mean, imagine your parents are not supportive of it, right? Maybe you can't even afford a basketball, right? There's no hoop near your home. There is no basketball coach near your place. The ones that are there are too fucking expensive, right? How are you going to make it happen? You will make it happen. I'm sure if someone sets their entire life goal as that, they will make it happen. And what makes you think you can't make it happen, right? So actually being able to unlock that is the hardest part of this entire thing, right? You need to agree, you need to understand that if you go into a game, you are going to win, right? अब of course इसमें थोड़ा सा you know mental fortitude वाला भी आता है कि यार there will be times that you do lose, and फिर you know how will you deal with that कि अगर तुम्हारे पास इतना confidence था but फिर तुम फिर भी lose कर गए, तुम हार गए, how will you actually you know make it work, right? So that is where all that you know mental bullshit comes in. Matlab, I personally don't support all that at all, but you know you need to have that insane delusion. No matter what your competition is, you can fucking do it. You, like, man, I can't fucking emphasize on this enough, but imagine your goal is to get 99% in boards, right? Like, which is the lamest goal ever, by the way. uh, Imagine that's your goal, right? So there's this topper guy, your girl, I'm sure, and you need to analyze them and do three times the work they are doing, right? ठीक है, of course that sounds bad कि वो 6 घंटे पढ़ते हैं, अगर मैं 3 times करने बैठ गया तो 18 घंटे हो गए। अब 18 घंटे में से 6 घंटे तो सोने के होंगे, बट फिर खाना पानी नहाना, ब्रो, shut the fuck up and capitalize or leverage the things that you have, okay? The unfair advantages that you have. Imagine the girl who is a topper at your school, right? Her parents hate her, right? Her parents hate her. They torture her every day, you know, mentally saying shit to her. They hit her, and she has that mental burden, right? You can leverage that. If you have a happier life, you can leverage that कि ठीक है, I have a happier life, I only have one thing to focus on, right? If your circumstances are worse than that girl, okay, then go on. So even if the odds are stacked against you, you just need to understand that you'll have to make it at the end of the day, no matter what, right? Imagine you're a music creator, right? There are people who have signed labels जिनके पापा के कनेक्शन है, मम्मी पापा भाई बहन चाचा का लड़का मौसी का लड़का, ऐसा कोई था लेबल से, उनका हो गया, जो भी हो गया, साइन, you know. I'm not that sure. The only way you can fucking smash at it is fucking create better music. What else? लाइक ठीक है, उसने कर लिया तो फिर डज दैट मीन यू कांट एक्चुअली मेक इट एट ऑल? तो फिर अगर तुमने गोल सेट कर लिया एंड फिर तुम एक्सक्यूजेस दिए जा रहे हो अपने आप को ही कि या आई कांट डू इट बिकॉज द अदर गाय, राइट? सो अदर गाय इज़ लाइक ही इज़ एक्चुअली गुड एट दैट एंड आई एम एक्चुअली बैड एट दिस, तो फिर वो तो लाइक हो ही नहीं पाएगा ना मेरे से। तो फिर या दैट्स दी थिंग, एंड इसलिए मैं कर नहीं पाऊँगा ये वाला। कूल, देन फॉरगेट अबाउट दैट गोल, यू आर नॉट मेंट फॉर दिस, right? Not everyone is meant to have this, not everyone is meant to have that goal. So if you have already decided that you can't do it, you can't achieve it, and you're already convincing yourself, then fuck it, man, forget it. Like, you're already working against yourself. So there's actually 0% chance you actually win at it, right? So self-doubt is something you just need to eliminate from your life. Like वो तो तुम्हारे consciousness में ही नहीं आना चाहिए कि failure, it's like failure, like that should sound crazy. Failure should sound like if someone says that bro you might fail, you need to punch that person 3 times instantly. That, I mean, okay, that sounds extreme, right? But that's exactly what I'm trying to emphasize on. If someone comes up to me and tells me how I will fail, that person is a dead man walking, because I would never want someone to put that out in the universe, right? I have such insane delusion for myself. I know जो भी वो बोल रहा है वो चूतिया बंदा है एकदम. He is full of shit if he thinks that, because I know who someone new coach is and how hard I can work and what I can achieve, even if it takes me 10 years. I know the crazy scale I'm going to reach. And I'm pretty sure इसका edit बन सकता है यार ऐसे बाद में documentary वगैरह में. Okay, I'm kidding. But the actionable step from this video I would want to give you is that today I want you to go and I want you to acknowledge that do you have something that tells you that yes I can do it. मान लो तुम स्ट्रेट एड स्टूडेंट थे, तुमने ओलंपियाड वगैरह जीते थे बहुत सारे, तो दैट टेल्स यू कि भाई मैं तो कर सकता हूँ यार, अगर मैंने ये करा है तो वो क्यों नहीं कर सकता मैं, है ना? Or does it feel like that no, I have not done anything at life, I can't even do that, right? Even if you are a straight A student, you will still limit yourself, ठीक है? If I told myself 4 months ago I will hop on calls with Tanmay Bhatt, work with Prakhar Gupta, I was like shut the fuck up is what the lame me would have said. But I set those goals as a 15-14-year-old and I achieved them, man. I achieved those. The next video is going to be about detachment, which is a crazy important concept. So we will talk about that in the next video. But what I want you to know, what I want you to do after watching this video is 10 मिनट बैठो. अगर तुम्हें देख के वापस नई वीडियो पे देना है तो I'm sorry I wasted your time. You should be sorry to yourself for wasting your time. Okay, I want you to spend 10 minutes, sit down, acknowledge other odds stacked against you or with you, right? Whatever the case is, you know, it doesn't change the next steps. And the next steps I want you to do is write the craziest version. Write down, okay? Use pen and a diary, write it down there, that write the craziest version of you. So for me, I'm not gonna reveal it, but मान लो कि you know बहुत अच्छा physique, $1 billion company का founder, और इलॉन मस्क मुझे कॉल करते रहता है हर रोज़ कि यार मीटिंग कर लो मेरे साथ. यू नो दैट दिस साउंड्स वेरी क्रिंज, राइट? दिस साउंड्स वेरी क्रिंज. एंड तुम ये लिखोगे हंसी में लिख दोगे, एंड देन आई वॉन्ट यू टू टेक दैट पेपर एंड कीप इट सेफ. जस्ट कीप इट सेफ. तुमने लिख दिया ना, महीने में एक बार देख लो. दैट्स ऑल आई वॉन्ट यू टू डू. इट विल हेल्प यू fucking connect to this. Don't obsess over it कि तुमने इलॉन मस्क वाला लिख दिया. Don't obsess over it. Please watch the next video. मतलब सब्सक्राइब कर लो, बस नेक्स्ट वीडियो देख लेना, उसके बाद अनसब्सक्राइब कर लेना. बट नेक्स्ट वीडियो देख लो, you'll understand exactly why I'm saying it. But subscribe, watch the next video, then do whatever you want. Of course I won't force you for it, but please do the steps which I have told you if you have watched this video till the end, right? Because I don't want you to waste your time. And if you did, you're going to watch a new video, तुम किसी चीज़ कुछ और करने जा रहे हो, तुम जिम में हो शायद अभी, you know what, जो भी तुम कर रहे हो, you have wasted your time. जितने भी 10-20 मिनट की ये वीडियो होगी, and I think you should apologize to yourself for that. Anyway, this is it for this video. Write down the crazy version of yourself, read it once a month. Don't obsess over it. I'll tell you exactly why in the next video. So I request you to watch that. Subscribe कर लो for notifications वगैरह, or just join my Discord, right? And yeah, that's it for this video. Bye bye.